Hi everyone, I'm so excited about this video. This is my favorite sketchbook I have ever done in my entire life. I'm not even kidding you. This one was probably the most stressful because I'd moved to America for half a year and I'd missed half a year of my GCSEs because we decided to move back to the UK. I had half a year to do all of this and sit my exams, and I had missed like half a year's worth of teaching. But I love fashion and I was just on a mission to catch up as much as I could, and I believe that I produced one of my favorite sketchbooks I have ever done, and I had so much fun doing it, and it was honestly such a relief to submit this as well. So I love this, and I got an A star for this, and I'm just really proud of this. This is one of my favorites, as I just keep mentioning. Anyways, so we're gonna start. So the first the project was to do with sustainability and creating something that was sustainable, or using recycled fabrics and recycled things in order to make something. So the first thing is this beautiful collage of these beautiful beautiful images that I really liked, but it was all to do with sort of cultural understanding and sort of understanding recycling and those kinds of things. And I just love these little I don't even know what you call them, tabs that I have incorporated inside of it, and I used handmade paper. And honestly, I just feel like I thought so much. I barely had any time to do this, but I thought so much about it, and I just put everything into this, honestly. But yeah, it's my favorite, and I just think, like, when I look back at this, I don't even know how I did it in such a short amount of time. Definitely a lot of sleepless nights for sure. Lots of mood boards based on, not mood boards, pages based on recycling products, and also these little tabs here sort of explain the pages and what I intended to find out in my research, and then there was a concluding what I found out in my research. So those are what the tabs are all about. So this is all to do with company profiles. So that was for Worn Again, which is a company. And then how can old jeans be reused? And again, my introductions and my conclusions. I have a lifestyle board here. My client, which of course is non-existing to me. Well, Victoria Justice isn't exactly in my client list, but for the purpose of this, and what she likes, how tall she is, and oh, her name is Melissa, not Victoria Justice. Excuse me. Anyways, so I was really excited about this. Mainly because in America, when I was there, we didn't have the option to study textiles or fashion. It was ceramics and fine art, I think it was. So when I came back to the UK and I was going back to the same school, I was really excited about the fact that I could do textiles. And I know that sounds really sad, but I think when you're really passionate about something, it just magnifies that like 100 times more. So I was really excited. And I spent my night sort of staying up doing this sketchbook. I was so excited. So I was looking at Versace as well, and looking at how they sort of used zips in their collection. I'm not sure if you guys can see, should I zoom in? So they used zips, you can see there, and here as well. So I was really kind of interested because of course we could upcycle zips and recycle them into clothing as well. I'm sure Versace used like proper zips, like real zips, and obviously dye them and stuff, but you can always recycle them. And I did take some stuff out of my sketchbook as well, so there are some gaps. Then I was looking at Dolce & Gabbana and their headpieces, which I absolutely loved, and then sort of that idea of like, how could I recycle and make something that fabulous? And then also doing some questionnaires as well. And I don't know, I feel like this part was quite sort of technical? Well, we had to sort of do like a questionnaire and then present the sort of outcome of it in order to see sort of what the market liked. And then I decided to do a headband. So that's my specification, which includes everything that my headband should be, how it should be made. And this is more of like the technical side of things. But now we get onto the more creative side. So it's doing some product analysis on different products, and then also on other products that I found, looking at safety, size, how eco-friendly it is, and then looking at different colours. And then also looking at lots of different trends as well. And then looking at different campaigns. Oh my god, this was so much fun to make. So much fun! And then looking at embroideries and decorative techniques. And loads of different components that I could potentially use. And then like ribbons and things. And then we get onto the designing phase. So this is sort of my summary for all the research that I did, researching manufacturing. So going from like a one-off made piece to something that is like manufactured, fast fashion, that kind of thing. Manufactured as in mass produced is what I meant. And then I was sort of doing different ideas for the headband. So this is my sketches for it. If you guys saw my product design sketchbooks, oh my god, they are awful. Nothing in comparison to my textile ones. I just spent way more time on this. We also had a time limit, but obviously the time limit for the entire project was to spend like 20 hours. I spent way more than 20 hours, and my teacher was probably not the most impressed because the examining board can probably tell if you spend more than what is required. Obviously I did a lot of this at home, and because I enjoyed it more, I obviously just ended up spending way more time on this project than what we were supposed to anyways. So she was quite worried about the fact that this is more than 20 hours worth of work. But I really enjoy it, so you know. Okay, and then we got some more designs, and then these are all my sort of design ideas, and then me trying on the design. So you can see I did it sort of out of paper and fabric. These are my 12s, as they call them, and then this was the making section. So how I made the actual headband and the toile, the materials, the manufacturing stage. So this is how I pretty much made the entire thing, and then there is a diary of the making, how I made my headband for my client, and then also what it looks like, the final thing, more details of the headband. Most people made dresses and stuff like that, but I didn't really have time to do that because I started the course much later. So headband was sort of where I was going, plus my sketchbook was very highly detailed, so it was fine. And then evaluating the whole making process. And this is just sort of the more detailed side of everything we had to explain, and then my little introductions and conclusions, obviously. And then my bibliography, which goes on for ages and ages. So yeah, that is, and then I put my pattern pieces in here, but I did take them out as well So that was for the headband, the pieces that I stitched for the flowers. So that is my entire GCSE sketchbook, which, I'll be honest, it's my favorite one. Genuinely is my absolute favorite sketchbook I have ever worked on. It just all came together, and I genuinely don't know how, but it is my favorite one, and it is a bit more sort of like glossy and more sort of prim than all my other sketchbooks, but I just really enjoyed doing this, and a lot of it is very digital based, as you can see, all of these graphs and pie charts and things like that, but that's what was required, so that is what I did. And then there's like loads of hand embroidery on the pages as well. It was just something that I really enjoyed doing. So if you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel, and have a look at some of the other sketchbooks that I have done. They're all on my channel, and I'll see you all very soon. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like it. And yeah, I'll see you all very soon.